No, this isn't just me. I know for a fact this isn't just me. But that ZORO versus King greatness, man, is rent-free, dude. All I'm thinking, like, yo, whenever I'm driving down the road and I already have music playing in the car, but I can't stop hearing that legendary new remix they did for ZORO's theme specifically for that final attack, man. It was it's like an orchestral version of the theme as he's going in for the dragon damage. Shambles, dog. As he's going in for the dragon damnation. And King comes down with an extra large burger and fries. He ain't just coming down with the imperial wings, no sir. He said make them extra large. Like he was in front of the drive-thru. He was like, would you like to make those large? My boy tipped down his glass. He was like, make them extra large. 50 cents more. He paid 50 cents more to get his drink, his fries, and his chicken all supersized. And I can't blame him. Because listen, I'm one of those dudes. If I'm hungry, I'm rolling up right to the drive-thru. I'm like, yo, I want everything extra large. Extra large, son. Let me tell y'all something. ZORO versus King, already in the manga, was one of my favorite fights in this series because it was a wrestling finisher fest. It was like I was playing a match of SmackDown versus Raw 2007. Well, actually, more so like 2008. Because that one had all the ECW characters and you were able to like light tables on fire and all that stuff. That was a very, very fun game. Because this was just flames all over the place. Literally, metaphorically, it was just fire. Straight fire, man. And it's incredible because episode 1060 was actually really good. They did a really good job with episode 1060. Episode 1062 was legitimate, like, bro, halfway through the episode, right before we get to the point where we cut through the middle with the eye catchers, we have that one super cool samples where he just have King and then ZORO pops up right under. You already knew it was gonna be special based on this clash. When he went in for the Purgatory Nigiri, I was like, yo, this looks exactly like it did whenever he went up against Killer. And that was the final attack. And so then we cut over, bro, ZORO brings out an Ultra Tiger Hunt that's just, it looked even better than the one whenever we saw the visual in the background of it actually being a tiger. And I was like, son, what am I watching? Him and King are throwing down the additional sequences added to King's flashback to flesh out more of not only just the flashback, but to make us more empathetic towards King. So when I came out of this flashback, if I didn't love ZORO as much as I did, I would have been rooting for King. Oh man, they did King justice. The King and Kaido stuff, Kaido looking behind Grease and Kurosawa, that was so raw. But having those two, having additional sequences for King and Kaido in that Punk Hazard section was so well needed. So well needed, man. And just, it didn't overstay its welcome, but it fleshed it out more than the manga did, and I really, really appreciate it because I thought the manga already had a very good flashback to go off of, but the anime made it extremely memorable, especially with a soundtrack like the Sword of Vows playing in the background. I mean, it was just magnificent. Magnificent, man. But dude, the final like 10 minutes of the episode was straight up non-stop peak. It is some of the best that this series has ever looked, and I'm counting movies, episodes, anything. Some of those sequences look so good that, like I was saying at the end of the stream, somebody could be paying $18.50 for an IMAX 4D experience with popcorn, an extra large soda, potentially a box of Milk Duds, maybe a Twizzlers, and they're sitting there watching this, and I'm like, I get it, I'd be paying $22 for this, bro. Are you kidding me? This is the type of thing I would expect to see me sitting down in the theater on the wide screen. You know how much I would love to see a ZORO versus this ZORO versus King fight in a theater with about like 100 other massive One Piece stars, bro, we'd be losing our minds. We'd be running on screen like they did during the French premiere. Are you kidding me? For what I just saw? Bro, the Sanji episode was extremely special, because the thing is about both these episodes, they were both extremely special in their own ways, right? The Sanji episode really tugged away at my heartstrings. It was a very emotional episode, reminded me why I love Sanji's character as much as I do, with incredible creative liberties taken not only in the fight, but also in those little flashback sequences, like showing Zeph and the Straw Hats and stuff of that nature throughout the course of that episode. It was really good. The animated sequences, of course, the Ultra Combo finish, it was so nasty. With the Zoro episode, it was bro, now listen, man, I'm no animation specialist, right? But I know my fair share. I've been watching anime, let's just say since I really got into Naruto was like 2005. 18 years. 18 years. I watched Dragon Ball, Yu Yu Hakusho, Sailor Moon, Ronin Warriors, Gundam Wing. I watched all that stuff beforehand. But I'm talking about me seeking out anime. Me going out here and actually like searching it up to go out and watch from the Naruto and Bleach days. I've been doing this for like 18 years, dog. So I know my fair share of good animation. I've seen it all in all shapes and forms and sizes. What I watched in that Zoro vs. King episode, you don't have to be an animation specialist to tell me that was peak fiction. Son, that was legit some of the craziest detail I have ever seen for any type of battle sequence. When Kaido, it might as well be. King may as well be the final boss with what I just saw. Oh man, the Lunarians had to have been in the sky talking about, that's my dog. Oh, that's my boy King. Cause let me tell you, they hyped, bro, King in this episode single-handedly hyped the Lunarians. Oh man, he made the Lunarians feel like they were warriors. Like they were those dudes. Oh, if I don't see hundreds of them doing this in the Void Century flashback, y'all can keep it. Y'all can keep it. Are you kidding me? This is why they were referred to as the gods of the verse. You got 100 kings walking around, no wonder Imu was like, we gotta pack them up. Are you kidding me? Or whoever it is that decided that they need to get packed up. The Lunarians. Could you imagine an entire hundreds of kings? And what we saw in this episode? If Zoro wasn't him, he would have been cooked. But he is him. Roronoa Zoro is him, and therefore, he ain't getting cooked. Instead, he's the one doing the cooking. Rube! I mean, shambles, and shambles, and shambles. And wait for it, son, because this is the one. Shambles, I mean, bro. And him. He was chosen to be him. He was chosen to be him, bro. Sitting here right now, in front of this camera, wondering what is the actual greatest action episode in this series. I don't know. I don't know. Episode 1017 was incredible. It was crazy the entire time. Roof piece greatness. Dog. The Conqueror's Coding episode. Episode 1026. 1033. 1061. But have I ever seen anything like this? Brother, I thought I was watching La Kill La Kill. There were more smears in this episode than I've seen maybe in my lifetime. I just couldn't believe what I was watching, bro. Even now, looking back and just thinking on it, I'm like, how did that happen? How did we get to this point? How did we get to the point to when we have an episode like this that's not even for the final part of the arc? How did we get to the point to where we have back-to-back 100 out of 10 episodes with the Sanji episode and with the Zoro episode? And we still have 20 episodes left in the arc. The best moment, the most highly anticipated chapter adaptations have not taken place yet. And we got something like this? We got something that I would put in a theater and pay $22 for? In IMAX? 4D? You got something that I would go and take to people who have never watched the series before, and I know for a fact after watching it, they would at the very least give it a shot? Give you a masterclass like that? And we're still 20 episodes away from the end of the arc? What are we doing? What is this Onigashima adaptation that has these episodes? Episodes like 978, 982, 994, 995, 1000, 1015, 1017. It's like, bro, 1028, 1033. What was the Robin one? 1044? And the most recent too, bro. It's like, and those are just the really, like, the goated ones. There's ones that are on levels below that are still really, really good. But this was just crazy, man. Like, that entire Zoro versus King sequence. At the end, when they're both charging up the extra large fries and Zoro's going in for the big dragon 103 mercies of a peak, I was like, bro, what is going on? What is going on? It's like, even though I have been the highest advocate for the anime, absolutely adoring everything they've done since episode 892, everything, the Wano adaptation has been masterful. Absolutely masterful, with some of the best episodes in the series. This is unreal. This is a Zoro fan's dream. I don't care if you have Zoro as your favorite character or in your top 50. This is gonna move you. Man, son, are you kidding me? I don't know. But that was special. That was special, bro. That was special. I just had to come on here and yell about that because the Sanji episode was so phenomenal. I was like, how are we going to follow that up? And it's like the Sanji episode captured everything that I love about One Piece from an emotional standpoint, from a character standpoint. It was just everything I love about that one character in one episode. It was so good. This episode took me back to when I was like 5 years old, watching Gohan go Super Saiyan 2 against Cell. And I'm like, this is why I got an anime. It's for these types of, goat, raw, fire, and peak moments that you can only get from this medium, because you're for sure not getting stuff like this in another medium unless it's a video game and you're playing as Raiden in Metal Gear Rising, or as Sora at the end of Kingdom Hearts 2. And you're doing a quick time event, going from flying and from air over here to over here and doing a super epic final boss battle. That's what this felt like. The fact that this came was just like the medium of anime taking everything that it possibly has in its arsenal and providing something that only it can provide. With the soundtracks and the visuals that just went so dummy crazy that I haven't been able to stop thinking about it. It was special, man. I was expecting greatness for the Zoro King stuff, but I don't think anyone on the planet was expecting this. Wow, man. Wow, let me know if y'all are feeling the same way about this incredible episode and about the Sanji episode as well, because both of them so good. But I'm in awe, man. I can't believe this episode had such incredible sequences. It was unreal. It was like a dream come true. You know what I mean? Like, and we're not even at the most anticipated stuff in the arc yet. I haven't even got to my favorite stretch in the story, which is about to happen soon. And we're already getting episodes like this. It's just... Can we get much higher? I mean, come on, man.